efforts, taking out the trash, say, or bumping into each other at the grocery store, as is often the case in small towns like ours. Good neighbors are also respectful of each other's privacy, and if they fight, as it seems all couples do every now and then, even the elderly, they at least close the windows and doors so you don't have to hear them shout and scream. In every regard, Freddie and Nettie score perfect marks, except maybe for that schnauzer, which does bark at nothing whenever they let it out on their deck. To be fair, we have two friendly, gentle pit bulls, the female a mix, and she's guilty of the same when we let her out on our deck. Then, during the second winter in our new house, Freddie slips on their icy driveway as she's getting into her Subaru. She lands hard and shatters her left hip. My wife and I are at work when it happens, so I can only imagine her lying there on the freezing asphalt in excruciating pain, calling out to Nettie. Hopefully he hears her right away. I hate to think the poor woman has to wait long for help and hope that the ambulance arrives quickly. At the hospital, they do a hip replacement on her, and after a couple of weeks, when she's able to get around using a walker, they send her home. I'm sure they also prescribe something for the pain. That's protocol during the recovery period. Tranquilizers might well be in the picture, too, if the patient has difficulty sleeping. To compound their misfortunes, while she's still recuperating, Nettie wrenches his back dragging their garbage cans down to the street for the trash collectors to pick up. Now if he bends over a particular way or turns a particular way, it sends a paralyzing jolt of pain, almost like an electric shock, he tells me, shooting from somewhere along his spine down through one leg. His is a watch-and-wait situation, and apparently the X-rays didn't reveal much. And I'm sure that in the meantime their doctor also prescribes him something for the pain, and maybe also something for sleep, until he heals up through physical therapy or undergoes some kind of corrective surgery. The latter is a last resort, and he doesn't want them slicing and dicing anywhere near his back. He says he's heard too many horror stories about people never being able to walk again because their doctors screwed up. He says he'd rather live with the pain than spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair. Fact is, they're in a bad way, so when Nettie calls early one cold evening, I don't hesitate to help. I hate to bother you, he says, but I'm wondering if you could spare some firewood. Sure, I say. We just need enough to get us through the night. I ordered a cord last week, and now here it is, Wednesday, and they still haven't delivered it. Not a problem. We'll be right over. You're a lifesaver, he says. I can't tell you how much we appreciate this. The older cottages in the area, and theirs is one of the older ones, depend on cast-iron wood-burning stoves for heat, and you're in big trouble if you run short of wood. The only other way to keep your home warm is to turn on the gas burners and the oven of your cooking stove in the kitchen. Electric space heaters help, but not much. I lived in one of those cottages during leaner times, so I know this is an important matter, and right after I hang up, I go to Logan's room. Logan is my middle son, almost 16. I tell him to put on his jacket, that we need to deliver some wood to the neighbors, and then I go to Nate's room. He's the youngest, at 10, and though at this age he can't carry much, the idea is to make him a part of our chores, to train him, involve him. Together, we bring them enough wood to easily last a couple days. This is also when I notice that the stairs leading to their front door are rickety. Any one of the steps could give out at any time. It's a real hazard, these stairs, an accident waiting to happen. Nettie can hear us tramping through the forest to his back door and meets me on the porch. He has a $20 bill in his hand. He's dressed in baggy, striped pajamas. His thin gray hair looks like he just hurriedly combed it. It's slicked back, still damp with water. The wood is heavy. I have it stacked in my arms up to my chin, the boys the same, but Nettie is blocking our way. I don't want him to have to carry it inside with his bad back. Excuse me, I say. Just set it there, he says, pointing to a spot next to the door. It's just as easy to set it inside, I say. Nettie shakes his head. Freddie's not feeling so good. She's asleep.